For joining me on Terror Machine. This is your monthly March love and general reading for the sign of Capricorn. It can be for your sun, moon, and rising, and your Venus. And let me go ahead and get these cards started so we can see what the message is for Capricorn in the month of March. The decks I'll be using is the Tarot of Dreams deck, and to clarify, I'm using the Leviathan Tarot. Oh, one fail. One fail. And you know I take these falls too. Wow. Okay. You start out with the High Priestess. So, if this is a relationship, you may they see this in you, you see this in them, that the person you talking to, one, you kind of know the person on a mental sense. You kind of get a sense that you know this person, or when this person is talking to you, you know what direction they heading, or you can see how's it pursuing and going without either verbalizing it or showing action on it. You just intuitively know. Once you talk to this specific person about being in a one-on-one relationship, you already know how it's going to go down. You just getting an intuitive hit about who you're talking to. They see this in you, Capricorn. You see this in them. If it's a job thing, you may be getting a sense when you apply for a new job, if you're going straight raw with a job, that it's something in the job that's levitating you to apply for it. If you're currently at another job, what it's saying is that your work environment, you know the ins and outs of it, and it's almost second nature to you. If you're currently on a job, if you're trying to get a promotion, you have a sense that something may be coming around the corner or may be offered at the current workplace that you're working at. It's the faith card in here, but it's really the Hierophant. So let's start with relationship first. Capricorn, they see this in you, you see this in them, that you may be wanting somebody that's more faith based when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship, or you could have the thoughts of marriage on your mind, or the person you're talking to has the thoughts of marriage on their mind, and you sort of know, and you getting this hit of that's how they're trying to head the relationship when you get in a relationship with them. Either Capricorn, you're doing this, or they gonna do this to you. If it's a job, it's just saying that if you're applying for a job straight raw, or getting a promotion at a current job, you're just having faith that something will come around that would be a fit for you in your work life. Five of swords in reverse. Okay. Let's start with the job thing first. If you're going for a job or you trying to get a promotion, you don't want to be caught in the rhetoric of the cutthroat moves to obtain something from your current job. You want to keep it kind of clean, and you want to stick to what you want to do to make money, or you already got a work pattern and you're not trying to break into something different to attain something at the current job you with, or a new job you're going for. You don't want to jump out of character. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to jump out of character to do anything off the wall to pursue a promotion or pursue any specific job. If it's a relationship thing, either Capricorn, they doing this to you, you're doing this to them. You're not trying to fight to get this person that hard, because you know you have a sense that this person is maybe into you, so you don't have to put up these off the wall moves to get the person. You kind of letting the person do their own thing, and you're kind of following them, and just more of tracking the person and what they say and what they do, and to make either a comparison to something old, or to see if this person has the characteristics that you want to be in a one-on-one relationship. Either Capricorn, they doing this to you, you're doing it to them. Two of Cups in the upright. Let's start with the relationship thing first. You Capricorn, they see this in you, you see this in them, and I'm really hearing that you got an intuitive hit on the person you're talking to, that they really want to be in a relationship. They really want to get it all the way down to marriage. But I don't see no wands or anything like they're trying to hit full throttle on you about it. But you feel something is in there in the union when you're talking to the person about getting into a one-on-one relationship, or you feel it is a sort of a connection that y'all share somewhere, somehow. No matter if it's big or small, you feel there's a connection between you and the person you're talking to. Capricorn, they see this in you, you see this in them. If it's a job thing, what it's saying is you are either waiting for, or you're trying to put yourself out there in a good light to find the right fit when it comes to getting into a job. This is a new job. Or if it's that you are a current job, you're trying to wait to see what comes on and not do really anything to go ham to get a specific promotion. If you hear it, you just waiting for something that fits you better. Not the very first thing that gets thrown out. You're kind of mulling over stuff. The Lovers in the upright. Wow. Let's start with the relationship thing. It went straight relationship now. The person you talking to, either they see this in you, Capricorn, you see this in them, they really want a relationship. They have heart centered, and you getting real hits that person wants to be either married or have a total union. Once you may be talking to, and I'm hearing this, a person that does not play the field. They get their one scope on, and then that's what they focus on. They pay attention to that. If it don't work on, they work out. They go and move on. But they got a lot of space between them picking another candidate. You know what I'm saying? Because they zoomed in on marriage and the perfect relationship, or setting up the perfect household. Either you're doing this, Capricorn, or they doing it to you. If it's a job thing, it's just saying either you waiting for the promotion or going for a new job, you waiting for the perfect shoe. You waiting for the perfect shoe. You don't want to wrestle with anything too complex to get yourself in the door, or anything too complex to take on a new position at the job. You want it to be almost married. You know what I'm saying? Or to me, almost mirrored, like whatever skill you have honed down. The Two of Wands in the reverse. Okay. This could go many ways. Let's start with the relationship first. Capricorn, they see this in you. You see this in them. One, you're the apple of their eye. It's nobody else on the table. Remember, I told you maybe talk to somebody that gets big breaks before they talk to somebody else and get into a relationship. This is what the card is. They do when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship, they don't get down with multiple candidates at one time. They focus on one person, one time. They get homed in. That's the person they want. They work with that. If it does not work out, they then pick up, move, put a lot of space and time, because their ending goal is, when they get in a one-on-one relationship, is actually marriage. It is what it is. Capricorn, they see this in you. You see this in this other person that you're talking to. If it's a job thing, it's just saying you waiting for that one job to hit you. that one perfect shoe to hit you when it comes to finding a new job. If it's a job you apply for straight raw and you went to it, you waiting for that one to pop up that you can jump on and not focus on so many jobs or put out so many applications that it leaves you confused. You want to focus on one specific company at one specific time. If it's a promotion, you're waiting for that one. You just waiting for the one. I'm finna say the one to come up so you can make a move and go and try to get it or obtain it or throw your name in the hat for it. Let's get some clarifiers on it. Oh yes. Oh yes. The moon in reverse. Definitely. Capricorn, your brain kicked over on something. Let's start with the relationship first. You know, either they see this in you, you see this in them, that this person is an honest person that you're talking to. Their intentions of what they want to do with a one-on-one relationship is obviously clear. They want a relationship. They want to set up shop. They want to get married. They made it real clear. They ain't hid nothing. They threw it on the table, basically. If you're down with it, cool. If you're not down with it, I'm moving. Because that's what I want. Either you're coming off like this, Capricorn, or they coming like this with you. You know what I'm saying? And remember I said you got a sense of how the person you're talking to be in a one-on-one relationship, you getting a sense of where it's going. You know what I'm saying? If I get involved with this person, I already know this is going to end in marriage. I already know how the roller coaster rides in between that. Hey, that's each his own. But you already got a sense from the initial talking to this person to be in a one-on-one relationship where it's going. They see this in you, Capricorn? You see it in them. If it's a job thing, you don't want no hidden details. If you're applying for a new job and you're trying to get your foot in a new company, you don't want no hidden details. You want everything dropped right then and there so you can make an instant decision and not waste their time or waste your time and not lag on any time for you picking up and moving and trying to find another job. It is what it is. If you're waiting for a promotion, you're waiting for them to lay all the stuff on the table. If it's one up there, give up the details. That's all it. I know what you want, but I'm waiting for you to say it. That's how this is what I'm hearing. This is your attitude. I know what you want, but you got to verbalize what you asking for. I want to make sure if I'm thinking what you want is right. 9 times out of 10, it is right. Okay? 9 times out of 10, it is right. So let's keep this moving. Wow. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let's start with the job thing first. It might be easier. If you're going for a new job and you're trying to get your foot in the door, you may have a glitch up on the pay. You know what I'm saying? That may stall you for a hot minute of not really pursuing them, but you will pursue them. If it's something that has something else into it that you may want to go for, but if it's a financial thing, this person that's going to make the offer is going to hold something back. That's what I'm hearing, and it's more of a financial thing they hold. They may not be paying that high. I'm just going to be honest. If it's a current position, what I'm hearing is if it's one up there and you know what they want, you're unsure about the pay of it. That's what I'm hearing. You know what they physically want the job to be done like, but how much they're going to pay for it is unknown to you, or they will make an offer and the money ain't going to be that high. I'm just going to be honest. If it's a relationship, they see this in you, Capricorn, they see this in you. The person you may be talking to may not be as financially sound as you. I'm finna be like that. Or the person has a tinge or a hair that they are greedy. I'm not going to say full greedy, but they're greedy for certain things that happen in a relationship. It could be financial. It could be something else that they feel will bring them some like solid ground in a relationship, but they showing that characteristic to you. Either Capricorn, you're doing this to somebody, or you doing this to they doing this to you, you doing this to them, or this person is thinking about marriage, but they don't have the money to go and fully execute it. If you are already in a relationship, y'all don't have the money to execute this wedding. You may be still planning it, or you trying to get financial stuff on the table about it, but you don't have the money right at this moment to run out and book churches and do whatever you need to do to make that union solid. You falling short on the marriage funds. That's why I'm finna break it all the way down like that. Yep. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Let's start with the job thing first. What it's saying is, if it's a new job, you're not throwing them out the door. Money may not be the factor to throw them out the door. You may accept it due to something else the job may offer you, another skill, an upgrade, or something. But you're not throwing the possibility of what they're offering out the window if you're going for a new job. Even if you're getting a promotion, money may not be the factor. It should be at certain times. It should be, especially if you have a lot of years under your belt and stuff. I really believe that. That's my heart center. But you're not going to totally just diss them off when they come with the offer, because you got an intuitive hit of how your company is already working like. So if they offer something, you're not totally rejecting them, but you're not totally saying yay to them either. You're keeping them in limbo. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a relationship thing, it's the same thing, kind of. Either Capricorn, you doing this to them, or you doing this to you making an offer to them. They willing to accept it. The problem is, I think you're making an offer and they don't know how to take it to the next level when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship. I'm hearing they don't know how to build stages. They don't know how to plateau it. You know what I'm saying? We go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6, 7, all the way 10, marriage. That's what I'm hearing. They don't know how to step it. They're trying to go from instant relationship all the way to marriage, and they're skipping over the building blocks of the relationship. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Either they coming off like this to you, Capricorn, or you coming off like this to them. 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Let's start with the relationship first. Capricorn, are you doing this to them, or are they doing this to you? They're willing to work and build solid ground for this relationship. I think they willing to work with the relationship to end the final result of marriage. That's what I'm hearing. They will put all their effort into building solid ground as long as it ends with their final goal. Let's get married. That's what I'm hearing. Capricorn, you're doing this to somebody, or are they doing it to you? If it's a job that you're going for, a new job, it's just saying that you going to end, or it's a promotion. What it's saying is, whenever you take it or decide to take it, each its own, you're going to be putting some work in once you get to that job. You're going to have to use I'm hearing a new set of focus to perform this job. That's all I'm hearing. The Chariot in reverse for the lovers. You know this download coming real crazy. Here it goes. For a relationship, either Capricorn, you see this in this person, they see this in you, or at one time, either one of y'all been going through this. I'm hearing that a person was in a relationship. It got to the point of marriage, almost marriage, and it flatlined. Something in it flatlined. Either this happened to you, Capricorn, or the person you're talking to it happened to. That they was in a relationship. It was all good, fine, dandy until they mentioned marriage and it flatlined. Maybe the other person they was with didn't get down with that. They liked it, the kind of the loose leaf thing, and the we need more time, or whatever. Or the person accelerated that issue of marriage too fast and it killed the relationship off. That's what I'm hearing. Capricorn, you did this to somebody, or somebody did this to you. If it's a job thing, it's just saying that you're not going full ham. And if you're going for a new job, you're not going full ham unless it's the job you specifically want. And that can work for a promotion too. If the right promotion will come up, you know what I'm saying, I'll go ham. Until then, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not exerting extra energy in it. I'm not trying to put in a little bit of extra work. I'm willing to do the extra work, but it has to be the right thing. That's what I'm hearing. Wow, the Tower in reverse for the Two of Wands. Okay, let's start with the relationship thing first. Capricorn, you doing this to somebody doing this to you, or this is a normal pattern one of y'all is going through. When it gets to marriage, or somebody is saying marriage on the table, you know what I'm saying, then they stuff flatline, it's not changing nothing. I'm hearing this one person is definite on being married to the one that they feel is perfect. That's what I'm hearing. But they're putting too many shoes on too many different people. They tried this before. That's what I'm hearing. And then when it goes real cool, then it hits marriage, it flatlines. And the ending result does not change. Even though they want marriage, they just can't cross. I'm hearing they can't cross that threshold. That's what I'm hearing. They just can't cross that threshold. It's something in their pattern, or there's something in the obsessiveness of it has to be this way. Then we get to marriage and forgetting these steps of how to build the real foundation of this relationship is messing them off. Capricorn, you doing this, or they doing this to you? If it's a job thing. If you're going for a new job or a promotion, even if it's offered or even if it's tailored straight to you, you're not looking for it to do anything special. When it comes to your work life or your pay raise, you're not looking for it to do anything to bring about any kind of change to you. Financially, or you looking at it, it ain't bringing you no new skills. It's just not doing anything for you. If they come with something or somebody puts something on the table. Now, if it's the job you want, it will bring a change. But if it's what you going for now and these people offering this miscellaneous stuff to you, it ain't making no change for you. Let's keep this going. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's start with the relationship thing first. Capricorn, either you're going through this or you see this in them, they see this in you, that you are solid as a person. You solid and you're stable enough for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You see they stable enough for themselves, and they can build on a relationship. It's, to me, they driving the issue of marriage too hard. That's what I'm hearing. But they see you as a sound person. That's what I'm hearing. They see you as a sound person. Do they see you as husband-wife material? I'm not. If I get the Four of Wands, they do. But I don't have the Four of Wands. So they see you as a solid person and they feel a connection with you. I don't know if the person don't want to move and ruin it and ruin the relationship by just jumping ahead of the gun or the head of the cart and talk about they want marriage and forget everything, and you may not like that because earth signs are kind of systematic when it comes to setting stuff up. And that's what the characteristic I'm seeing this person don't have. They want to rush from one to the other with no systematics in it. They're willing to work on it. I think they just don't know. That's what I'm saying. Capricorn, you're doing this to somebody, somebody's doing this to you. If it's a job thing, you sound enough to hold back before you run on to just put your foot in any door just yet. And that's even getting a new job or getting a promotion. You're solid enough right where you at before you go full throttle or gun ho or whatever. Or are you solid enough to sit back and wait for the perfect job to come? Yep. Didn't I say sit back? Nine of Wands in the upright. Let's start with the relationship thing first. Capricorn, they see this in you, you see this in them, or maybe y'all going through this now. You talking to this person, they may have been, they honest, they want marriage. I think somebody is formulating a plan of how to get there. Maybe this person you're talking to learned from the past that they went and gun-holed all the way to marriage and it killed the relationship off. It killed it off and said, never mind. You know, people ran away from them. Maybe they went back or you went back and thought about it. It's like, well, maybe I should add steps to this, or maybe I should take it slow. Maybe I should interject something in it to move it towards marriage. Somebody got some kind of vision or whatever that the pattern that they was doing to get to that final result was not working. So they sitting back and trying to correct certain things that they're doing to in a relationship to help achieve it to go into marriage. Capricorn, you doing this or they doing this to you? If it's a job thing, it's just saying you sitting back and reevaluating your skills and getting your stuff ready when that opportunity comes so you can go to it. That's all I'm hearing. The Six of Cups in the upright. Let's start with the job thing first. If you're going for a new job, whatever job you're going to be going for or waiting for the perfect shoe to fall for it, you want it to be something totally different than what you're doing now. If it's a job that you're already working on, you want something that's adding a little bit extra, but not a little bit extra that changes the whole vibe of the job to make it not like the job you're already working. That's what I'm hearing. If it is a relationship, Capricorn, you either doing this, they doing this to you, or this is a mindset. By them sitting back, they ready to try something new to get to this marriage thing. They ready to try something new. The old way did not work. Did not say that. The old way did not work. They had to sit back and realize what they was skipping over to make it finalized to get to marriage. You can get it to the you can get it to the finish line, but you didn't cross it yet. And that's what I think this person is doing. Either you're doing this or they doing this to you. How about close and no cigar? That's what Nine of Pentacles in reverse is. How about close and no cigar? Let's start with the relationship thing first. The person you either they see this in you or you is presenting this to them or this has been happening. The person when they think about this marriage thing, they're not making it solid. Whoever they talking to or what they did through the past, I think, and this is what I'm hearing, when they bring that up, they're keeping it too loose leaf. They making it loose leaf. They just toss it out there and whoever they dealing with skipped over it, kind of. And maybe this is happening to you. You bringing it up to somebody you're talking to, and as you bringing it up, they skipping over it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say it sounding like a pipe dream to them, but they're taking that sense that is nothing solid. You're throwing it out there, but what's the proof in the pudding? Okay, what's the proof in the pudding? You throwing it out there, but what's the proof in the pudding to say that's going to happen? And that's what I'm thinking. This is like a confusion thing. Capricorn, they see this in you. You see this in them. Or the person that you're trying to get into marriage is not as solid. One of y'all is more solid than the other. It has an imbalance. Either physically, it has an imbalance. So that means y'all two polar opposite people. That's what I'm hearing. You're polarized. You're two opposite people. and you're trying to marry two different characteristics together, or this person did it in the past and it just didn't work somehow. It is what it is. If it's a job thing, the current job you're working for ain't bringing the balance, the solid independent feeling, or financial gain that you want. The job, if you're going to a new job, what it's saying is that the job you may be going for, because they want you to do all this work, is going to have you going all kelter. It's going to make it feel like wasteless effort because you're not getting paid the money to take on whatever hard work they want to lay on you. And that includes if you're going to get a promotion. They're going to give you a promotion, make you work hard, but when you break it down calculation wise, you not gaining from it. That's what I'm hearing. Death. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Let's start with the relationship thing first. I keep getting this feeling for somebody. Hit my comment box that Capricorn, either you're doing this to somebody, somebody did this to you, or this is a pattern that they did in the past. They went and started skipping steps on how they could start a relationship and kind of maneuver it to marriage. They went from relationship to marriage and they present that, and it keeps killing their relationship off. When they get real close with no cigar, excuse me, they can't go through the finish line. Their relationship hits flatline for some reason. You know, I can't tell why. I think it's more of a pattern thing and it scares off somebody, but it goes flatline once it goes in that direction. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I'm getting is this person you talk to, either you're coming off like this, Capricorn, or they coming off like this, that everybody they get in a relationship is the one. You know what I'm saying? They have this cookie cut paste way of thinking about stuff, and they just transpose it on everybody they get in a relationship. It works for a minute until it gets to a certain point, then it flatlines. The relationship dies. Either Capricorn, they doing this to you, or you doing this to them, or you know it's a pattern like that, or you have a sense that that person is like that. If it's a job thing, it's just because you're not throwing no options out. That's either applying for a new job or getting a promotion. You're ready to make a change to your work environment. Whatever the change is, you're ready to make a change on it and kill the old way out of how you do stuff, and ready to either upgrade, learn something new, or get your foot into something new so you can obtain a different skill. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. The Hermit. There's a lot of cards of thinking on the table. Let's start with the relationship first. Capricorn, you doing this, or they doing this to you? Somebody went and hermed up. They have to, I think, whoever you're talking to, or you could be doing this, you're studying your own pattern of why stuff don't, you can get it there, but don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Winning, but not winning, kind of. You're studying your own patterns of how you do stuff. And maybe you get intuitive hits that's saying, well, maybe you shouldn't do it this way. Maybe you should do it this way. And you're doing this way. And you're sitting back trying to analyze it. At the same time, you're trying to put it in its own box to see how it works, and maybe you don't want it no more, you don't want to act like that no more, or you don't want to present that to somebody else. You want to get in a one-on-one relationship, but you reevaluating something. Either that person's doing it to you, or they doing it to you, you doing it to them, or this person dipped out of the picture for the minute. You know what I'm saying? I get a number and see what jumps off, but they dipped out the picture for a minute of being in this one-on-one relationship, or even talking to you, because they is trying to reformulate something of how they gonna move forward with a relationship, and try to reanalyze it of how I could get it to marriage. That's what it is. Capricorn, you're doing it, they doing it to you. If it's a job thing, it's just saying that you cooling your heels. That's what I'm hearing. Either for a promotion or you getting into a new job, you're cooling your heels and taking some time to either rest, think about what you could bring to a company. You could be sitting back thinking about opening your own company and trying to formalize it, but you ain't got the money and you want to bring out something fresh and new to the market, and you doing all this stuff, and you're trying to analyze it to see, is it going to work with your work life or the new direction you want to go when it comes to pursuing a new job or getting a promotion at a job. Let's get this last roll up. Your stuff is juicy. The Magician in the upright. Let's start with the relationship first. I mean, this marriage thing is driving so hard in my brain, I might as well just run it out. Capricorn, you doing this to somebody, somebody's doing this to you. They pulling out all the stops to be in this relationship, to gun-ho it to marriage. Somebody's pulling out every trick in their bag to get you down that altar. It is what it is. They will buy it. They will woo you to death. They will try to outthink you, but they're doing everything possible to veer this relationship into straight marriage. Either Capricorn, you're doing it, they doing it to you, but they pulling out all the stops. I mean, I think you find it kind of cute because you're sitting back looking at it and analyzing it. Now you got two cards of being analytical plus this stunt and an intuitive head. You know what I'm saying? You find it intriguing somehow that this person is jumping all out the box to try to get you to go down the altar, or you doing this to somebody and they jumping out the box and stuff or whatever, but they sitting back and watching this. All these stunts come out, they ain't made a move for it, nor did they analyze it all the way. They analyze it to the point that what it does for them, but as a relationship as a whole, no, not really. You know what I'm saying? Either Capricorn, you're coming off like this, or they coming off like this with you. With a job, if you're going for a new job, straight raw with the application, you're listing all your skills, all your talents, all your extra stuff. You beefing up your resume. That's all I can tell you. If you're going for a new job, I think they already know what skills you already have. They try to tailor all these skills you have to another position if they're going to offer you a promotion. The Sun in the upright. Somebody going to set up marriage by the end of March. You got the Sun in the upright. Okay, let's start with the relationship first. Either Capricorn, you doing this, they doing this to you after they went back and thought about their moves and what went wrong before they couldn't go cross the altar and all this old stuff. They're going to come back renewed. They remixed their stuff. That pop tune got a remix. That's what it happened. It got a remix. I don't know if the remix is bumping, but they got a remix on it. They came back to you after they did this reanalyzation of how they fit with a one-on-one relationship with you, came back, put the crunk to the bump on that track, and they playing it for you. And they're playing it for you. But you still in analytical mode because it still seems like they doing all this stuff and this trickery to and wow and dazzling you to get in the relationship. Y'all looking at it on two different sides of the fence. But whoever you're talking to, they came back and remixed that track, that marriage track. Capricorn, you did this to somebody did this to you, or they feel. Let me rewind it a bit. They feel if after all this thinking about the relationship and everything kind of washes out and y'all can hit solid ground, they being very hopeful that you are the candidate that will take them down the altar. Let's just be real on that. Capricorn, them looking at you like that. For the job thing, what I'm hearing is if this is a new job and you're listing all the stuff that you want to get a new candidate, a new employer with, it's going to work in your favor. it's going to put you in a different light compared to other people that's applying for that one position. That's what I'm hearing. If you're going for another job, what I'm hearing is that luck is in your favor for them to pick you to get that promotion. It shines more in your favor than anybody else. That's what I'm hearing. We're going to keep this moving. Why all these cheap people keep coming up? Okay. The Jack of Coins. Okay, let's start with relationship first because it'd be kind of easy. Capricorn, either you're talking to this person, they talking to you, or y'all. One I'm getting is one of y'all is young, or both of y'all is young when it comes to this union. Number two, one got less money than both of y'all is basically in the same boat financially. Y'all is even on a financial level. Y'all both have little things. You got your little things. That person got their little things. They make their little coin. You make their little coin, and y'all both is kind of both stable within yourselves. But I think the whole problem here is rushing to this marriage thing and not marrying both y'all pennies together to turn it into a dollar. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all not marrying enough. You ain't marrying that step and that groundwork. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. Capricorn, you coming off like this. They coming off like this to you. You know what I'm saying? Or this person that you kind of they want to get into a relationship, they needy. That's what I'm hearing. They needy on certain things. Little small things, not big things, but they're needy. You know what I'm saying? If it's a job thing, what I'm saying is you could, if you're going for a new job or whatever, what it's saying is it could have a little coin in it to build on. I'm not going to say they're going to be cheap. Cheap is, I hate to tell you, cheap is King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's cheap. Those are cheap. This, to me, says it has a little penny in it. Since it's in reverse, it got a little penny in it that you can build on. If they make you offer and you're not going to toss them out, it got a little penny to it. It ain't got grand money to it, but it got a little penny to it that you can work with probably. If it's a promotion, goes the same way. They may be offering you this promotion at your current job and you have to do all this work and have you on. It's a little penny in it. They'll give you a little scratch of a bump up, but it won't be much though. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as grand as you think. It's going to be a little something just to take on that new role. It is what it is. I'm hearing that the role that they may offer you is really not different from the one you have. It may have 2 extra duties on it. That's what I'm hearing. It may have 2 extra duties on it, and it only requires to give up a little extra penny for it. That's all I'm hearing. The 2 of Wands in reverse again. Okay. I'm going to give it to you like I gave Sagittarius. Relationship wise. You doing this, Capricorn? Capricorn, they doing this to you. You're the apple of their eye. For some reason, you trigger something in that person. All they see is marriage with you. That's all they see. They don't see nobody else. They see you. You the focus. You're the one. You know what I'm saying? Either Capricorn, they see this in you, you see this in them, that they don't want to take their time and keep people on all these miscellaneous candidates up there, because maybe that would confuse them. They don't want to get a bunch of people. One person, one at a time. Let me get that one person to marriage. You know what I'm saying? Let me work that one direction with that one person. That's how they coming off. Capricorn, you're doing it, they doing it to you. If it is a job thing, it's just saying you waiting for that one job. Somebody must have come across, and this is just my opinion, an ad that kind of tantalized them, or it intrigued something in them that they don't want to shake this one job that they pride for, that basically ain't came about yet. That's what I'm hearing and stuff. Or maybe you had two jobs and one of them pulled you went for two employers. One of them pulled the offer because they got somebody else before they got you in the door. Before they called you back and said, "No, we can't take you because we just took somebody else for that position." If it's a promotion at a current job, they only have their eyes on you for some reason. Maybe it's because of all this skill. You know what I'm saying? That you carry under your belt, or years you carry under your belt. But they only eyeing you for it. They only zoomed in on you to have it. That's what I'm hearing. So take that any way you want to. Eight of Wands in the reverse for the death. And let's start with the relationship first. Capricorn, you doing this to them, they doing this to you, or y'all went through a relationship in the past. What killed off this whole marriage thing? It was happening too slow for the person. And I already told you this person is trying to hit full throttle, go this other way from I just meet you, now we're in an altar next week kind of thing. But it's going too slow for them. They want this marriage so much, and if it don't move at a certain pace for them, either they made a decision to kill it off, you made a decision to kill it off, or if you currently in a relationship like that, somebody is getting this feeling, because I don't have no cup cards up here, but the lovers and the four of cups, that it's taking too slow. We've been together for X amount of years. Why we ain't married yet? It's taking too slow for the person. And the person I ain't saying they second guessing the relationship, but something about it is not worked out all the way. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not going to put no salt on it. It's just that the process for this person to get to marriage once they're in a relationship moves too slow for them. Capricorn, you're coming off like this to them. They coming off like this to you. If it's a job thing, before you can going for a new job, before you can kill your situation off for going for a new job, it's going to be a minute. For you're going to wait for that perfect job. I don't know how long you're going to wait. I'm going to shake my dice, but you're going to wait before that one perfect job pops its head up and you go for it. Or you may have found one and they just ain't serving no information about it. They're being kind of closed off about handing out information to the public about the job. That's what I'm getting. If it's a promotion, you best believe for them to try to work you up to a new level, it's going to take them time to do it. They're not rushing to do it, but at the same time, they got to figure out what everything entails or how they going to do it or whatever. That's it. Let's get the last card out and see what you're doing. This is a neutral card in reverse, so 7 of Wands in the reverse. It could be a fire sign you're going with because there's some wands up here. Let's start with the relationship thing first. I think by sitting all back, reanalyzing themselves, trying to figure out a way how to get to marriage, I think they're going to stop being combative. And I'm going to be really honest with you. Combative either with the partner they getting, or stop being combative about the whole issue about marriage. They're going to take a different approach. That's what I'm hearing. They're going to take a whole different approach about getting somebody to marriage. They're not going to argue the issue to death of why we ain't married, and we've been together, we ain't married, but they're going to do something different to obtain this goal of getting you to go down the altar. Capricorn, you're doing this to somebody. They doing this to, they going to do this to you. That's why I told you, they're going to come back with a remix. I told you they're coming back with a remix. The remix is they're not going to egg the issue. That's what I'm hearing. They're not egging the issue. So they're going to let everything flow as it goes. That's what I'm hearing. Capricorn, you're doing it to them, they doing it to you. If it's a job thing, it's just saying you going to just sit back. Going for a new job or going for the promotion, you're going to sit back and you going to take whatever they bring in offering and this, that, and the other. You're taking it as a grain of salt. That's what I'm hearing. You're taking it as a grain of salt. Nothing's been really ironed out. So why put all this effort and thought and do this and that and this, that? I'm going to keep it moving. If somebody else want it, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, they snooze, they lost. This is your attitude when it comes to these promotions or going with a new company. I'm not going to put all that extra on it. You know what I'm saying? This extra action or this extra information or this extra whatever to get this job. I'm not just going gun ho like that. I'm gonna do it and and just kick back and watch, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much a good reading. So let me go ahead and shake my dice and see how long this will play out for you in the month of March. Oh, you got 6. That's pretty good. 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 months. So that will end up playing out for you. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and leave your comments. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.